This is Barry Bear reminding you to take it extra easy on those roads after a couple of people were killed in separate accidents during this Australia Day long weekend. So please, everybody, take it easy on those roads, wear your seatbelt, don't use your mobile phone. If you need to make an emergency call, do it when you have stopped the car and concentrate on the road and don't be a fool. And drinking and driving, it does not mix, and I'm sure that my special guest has something to say about this, about drinking and driving.
Yes, it just doesn't mix like you just said, Barry. It's definitely a no.
So, if you are going to be silly enough to drink and drive over the remainder of this long weekend, there will be serious consequences and points taken off your license. I, as a client here representing Oceana, cannot say this enough. And you only have the one life on that road, and your loved ones are waiting at home for you. So the advice that I would like to give to you tonight, very quickly, when you are driving home from your destination after a long weekend, please, rule number one is don't use your mobile phone, which I will show you very quickly. There it is there. And also, don't drink and drive. And I'm sure my outsider would like to say the same thing also about the mobile phone and drinking and driving.
Absolutely, Barry. It's no for mobile phones and it's a no for drink and drive.
And if you are tired, viewers, please don't crash in the trees. Have a good night's sleep before you plan your next drive. And here is my special guest. Welcome to the studio.
Good afternoon, Barry. Good afternoon, viewers.
Well, good evening.
Good evening.
And I've just been telling the viewers out there about drinking and driving over this long weekend. I'd like you to put your input onto this.
Also, drugs and driving are bad too, Barry. There's drug testers out there.
Yeah.
So don't try and do it, get away with it.
And also, please, enjoy the last day of the Australian Day long weekend tomorrow.
Isn't it triple demerit points?
And triple demerit points as well as double. So just repeating the three things that I mentioned. The mobile phone. If I can just get my outsider to put that up on the screen there. Should you be using it whilst driving? I don't think so. Unless you have a headset which you can plug in, and even when using a headset you cannot talk and drive at the same time. Now, thing is with mobile phones and driving, you cannot hold the steering wheel and talk at the same time. Here's my special guest.
Yes, you got to keep two hands on the wheel. Don't use one hand on the mobile phone. Otherwise, too many people had accidents.
And bang!
Yes.
Or you can flip over like a pikelet. Here's my special guest.
Yep, might be the last thing you do. Keep your hands off it.
So, in ending our 5-minute show, we would just like to point out that if you are caught doing the wrong thing, you will be dealt with. And here are my offsiders. The first of them from my offsider. What do you think should happen to people who do the wrong thing?
Well, there's lots of police out there this long weekend, Baron, and they'll get busted and have to go to court, pay a fine, or lose their licence. Or if it's really bad, they'll go to jail.
And just repeating, there have been 3 deaths since the operation began on Friday at midnight. A couple died when their car left the road and hit a tree down on the south coast. We understand that it was a Subaru that left the road. And please, another thing we should say is don't load your car with too much heavy gear or too many people. Here's my offside.
Yep, that's right. If you're going away, make sure you plan it. Don't take too much with you. And if you're towing a caravan, be careful. Or a heavy trailer. You can have a crash a lot more easily.
And also, don't let children ride on the roof racks. We've said this on the first Sunday wrap back on the 6th of January, and they could go pew off the roof like a missile. So please, parents, don't be an idiot and let your child ride on the roof rack.
What about children in the front seat, Gary?
And children in the front seat, they should be restrained, and don't let them sit in the ute without proper restraints.
I think they have to be over 7 years old to be in the front seat.
And also, another thing, do not let your child ride in the boot of the car. Here's my offside for this.
Yeah, good advice, Barry. The boot's not a place for passengers. It's for luggage.
And odds and ends. So that's all we've got tonight. So enjoy the remainder of the Sunday night, and here are my offsiders now to say good night.
Good night, Barry. Good night, viewers. Have a nice day off tomorrow.
And here's my other special guest to say good night also.
Good night, viewers. Good night, Barry.
And we'll see you next Sunday night on the program, and I'll see you tomorrow for the wrap up of the Triple Demerit Point. So until then,
see you tomorrow, Barry.
See you tomorrow, viewers. Good night.